Welcome to the Sharper One Picture Hanging Systems installation video. Today we'll show you just how easy it is to hang our track and hang your pictures. Let's take a look and see what's inside our kit. Here are the 16 feet of uninterrupted molding and an additional 4-foot section. It comes in white but can be painted after it's put up to match your walls. Next you have the 4-foot rail sections with the rail connectors attached. You will see just how easy it is to cut the rail and molding sections to size and to connect the rails and paint the molding later in this video. The rest of what you'll need is contained in the bag. Inside the bag you will find the installation manual, the extremely low-tack pre-marked masking tape, the wall hangers and easy-to-use fasteners, the cables that will hang from the rail, the side engaging clamps you'll attach to your cables, and the Velcro picture stabilizers. Here is an example of how the track will look once it is installed and how the rail and molding attach to the wall hangers. The rail attaches to the inside slot and will extend beyond your last wall hanger by 2 line segments. The molding attaches to the front slot and will cover the rail and extend an additional line segment. This installation process is the same if you attach it to wood, brick, concrete, or any other surface. So now we're going to go ahead and put up our track. The first thing we need to do is take a look at our wall and decide how long we want our track to be and at what height. We're going to extend our track along the length of this wall at ceiling height, which maximizes our available space to hang our pictures. The first thing we need to do is take our pre-marked tape and go ahead and extend it from one end to the other past where our molding will be. So now we're going to go ahead and put up our pre-marked tape. We're just going to come up and attach it to the left. Don't worry about where you start because we're going to be making our end marks in a few minutes. Press your tape firmly along the edge of the ceiling. And I'm just going to get down and run it out along the wall as far as I want the length of my track. I think it looks good about here. I'm just going to stick it there for a second and take my ladder and take the edge of the tape and tension it so that I have a nice straight edge along the top of the wall. The tape is automatically the right width for clearance at ceiling height. So you want to make sure you have it right along the edge of the ceiling. Give it a little tension. Press it down firmly. And then come back and press it down firmly in the center as well. Then you're ready to take a step back and decide where you want to put your hangers. We'll have a chance to make any adjustments that we need. So I've taken a step back and I've checked my tape. It looks nice and straight across the ceiling height. And now I'm just going to go ahead and decide where I want the edges of my molding to be. On this side, I think I'd like it to start at about here. And I'm going to use my Sharpie and just make a nice big black mark so I can see it nice and easily. Then I'm going to take a look at this end and say, I want it to end over here. Same thing. This is as far as I'd like it to go. I'll make my nice big black mark. Sharpies work really well because you don't have to press too hard. So here's where we made the mark for the edge of our molding. And now we're going to start making the marks on our tape for our wall hangers. The first wall hanger is going to be 3 line segments in from the mark you made at the end. Each one of these segments is 1 inch. We're going to do the same thing at the other end. And then we'll start counting our 22-inch segments and make all our wall hanger location marks. So here we go. Here's our mark. 1, 2, 3. Make the mark right on the tape. You'll be able to pull your tape down and have no marks on your wall. Now we're ready to do the rest of our wall. So here's where we made the mark for our first wall hanger location. Our wall hangers are designed to be placed at 22-inch intervals along the length of your track. Each one of our segments is 1 inch. So all I need to do is count 22 line segments and make the mark for the next location. And we'll do that along the length of the tape. So here we go. We start here and we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 21, 22, and we make our mark. Again, right on the tape. And then I'm going to finish doing that along the length of the tape, just like I did here. So now we've come to the last section of our tape. This was the last wall hanger location we made. And this is the wall hanger location we made for our last wall hanger. Between these two, we have more than 22-inch segment. And remember, we can't put our wall hangers further than 22 inches apart. It's simple to make this an equal division by counting up your line segments, dividing by 2, and making the wall hanger location in between them. In our case, this is 30 segments. Divided by 2 is 15, so we're just going to start here and count over 15 instead of 22. 13, 14, 15. And I'm going to make that mark right there on the tape. Now we have all of our wall hanger locations marked, both ends, everything in between, and we're ready to go ahead and install them. So now we're ready to start installing our wall hangers along our pre-marked tape at all of the hanger locations we've made. Gather up your screwdriver and your wall hangers and your fasteners. I have them ready in a pocket on my apron so that I can grab them when I need them. You want to take your wall hanger, line up the top edge of the hanger with the bottom edge of the tape. Take your screwdriver and just make a little guiding hole through the hole in the back of the wall hanger. That way you'll have a place for your fastener to start. Take your fastener and make sure that you are not overlapping the top of the wall hanger with the tape. It will make it easier later on when you want to take down your tape. And then go ahead and just screw it into the wall. If you have trouble using a regular screwdriver, you can certainly use an electric screwdriver. But as you can see, it's pretty easy. We're installing into drywall, so we didn't need to pre-drill holes. If you're installing into wood or brick or concrete, you would use a drill and a 3/16 drill bit to pre-drill your hole and then go ahead and put your wall hanger right in. After you're done with this, do the rest of them, and then we'll get ready to put up our rail. So we have all of our wall hangers attached along the tape, and it's time to take our tape down. We're going to use our tape to actually measure out our rails and our molding before we put them up. So I'm just going to reach up, grab the edge of the tape, and pull it all the way down. To see the rest of the Sharper One picture hanging system installation video, go to part 2.